Hey guys, Tyrip here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Belgorod. Play for today spawning on the right. We have Dirty Finisher playing as US Forces. Straight away going for Airborne and teaming up with him. This is Soul Reaper. Oh man, is it very fun or very simple? It's very simple. Playing as US Forces, also going for Airborne. Both players going for the exact same build. From the left hand side we have Isildur playing as Ostheer, who has Blitzkrieg, Assault Support, and Spearhead. And finally Borobadger, also as Ostheer, with Jaeger Armour, Assault Support, and Spearhead. Shows rankings. Random team on the Allied side. I think Dirty Finisher rank 7. Soul Reaper rank 6, something like that. Very, very high ranks. And back the other way, Borobadger and Isildur, I think rank 8 as an arranged team. So, top of the table stuff here. And I believe there is like a 2v2 tournament coming up. I don't know exactly when, so maybe these two getting some practice in for that. Could be. I don't imagine, okay, a little bit late on the third Pathfinder there. I don't imagine we'll be seeing any double US teams though. Well, at least at the absolute top of the table. So a few skirmishes across the map. See Borobadger going for a no machine gun start, whereas Isildur did go for a machine gun. Machine guns, can get flanked quite easily thanks to the Pathfinders having such long vision. Can spot it and get around it quite easily in these early skirmishes. And here we go, Borobadger making a big old push. Kind of out in the open here, trying to get back behind light cover for this fight. The echelon getting caught to the side, getting focused out quite fast. But you can see the Grenadiers are the front, not really behind cover there. They're going to drop quite quickly. Is wrapping around from the side. Switches the focus fire onto them. But this kind of like long range fighting is actually pretty good for the Pathfinders. Ooh. Oh, and he loses the Pyro. Do you remember those Pathfinders have the ability to snipe models like that? Can't push your retreat too late. Does eventually get forced off, but for the Pyro wipe, you probably take it. While Isildur just inching his way forwards. Oh, look at that suppression. Catches both squads. Trying to crawl out, but still under fire. They will probably recover shortly. They didn't take too much suppression. But probably not enough to end up winning this fight. Though we do have some Pathfinders pressuring the machine gun now. Coming from the other angle. A little bit slow with his reposition. If he was quicker on it, he could have ducked around the side here earlier. And I think got away with that. Not possible though. So captain for both of these players as well. It is probably the standard build with these Pathfinder starts, but I thought maybe one of them would go for the lieutenant instead. You can see very, very poor territory control right now for the Allies. Those early fights not really going their way. And both of the US players playing quite passively as well. Just kind of conceding quite a lot of territory to start off with, so once they got forced off, they quickly lost their remaining ground. And here we go, getting some big old blobs coming through. Just out of machine gun range, you can see Isildur trying to bait him in, but not working. And got the captain coming in from the side, he's got the bar. Pathfinder's doing the long wraparound. And here we go, coming in from the rear with the bar. Pushing that machine gun quite quickly. Pathfinder's wrapping around with the squad coming in. Could have coordinated this attack a little bit better. Reaper. But overall, pretty well handled. And jumping onto that cutoff there as well. So disconnecting all of those resources. Nullifying a lot of that income. Wide that sandbag position off as well. Got some LNGs coming through now. Oh boy! Isildur late retreat and he loses a grenadier. Wow. You do have to recalibrate your, you know, your feelings for engagements when you're up against blobs like this. Don't encounter them too often in 1v1. We've got the 222 up here now. Borobadger did go for 4 greens. Rebuild the pyros as well. This is one thing the Pathfinders don't have an answer to. Do have an anti-air half-track in the build though, and an anti-tank gun rolling onto the field. This was a reasonable timing for the 222. Probably would have been faster if he hadn't lost those pyros, but other than that, decently strong. Here comes the anti-tank gun though, connecting on that first shot. Quick to pull away. Anti-air half-track in the south as well, forcing back the 222. But still, you know, the Axis with the lion's share of the map. You see, so despite getting pushed back here and losing a couple, they're still doing very well in terms of territory. Maybe he's killing off some sandbags. No, he's killing off some cover. Interesting. One option you do have to maybe play around the Pathfinder's excellent line of sight is going for ambush camouflage on some of your units, but I don't think we have any options for that for either of these Axis players, so I'm going to have to just deal with getting outsighted most of the game. Isildur having locked into Spearhead now, and borobadger going for Jaeger armor. I think Isildur maybe even popped smoke during that first skirmish down the bottom. And that is generally a pretty good option against the AA half-track, since attack grounding with it's pretty clumsy and it's very slow in terms of top speed. So I can't really chase the 222 very well. But yeah, a bit of a steering match down the bottom here, getting a couple of those light AT mines down. Don't know if the 222 spotted those or not. Do have the flamer, so he would have to produce another pyro to sweep those off. Comes the anti-tank gun now, but yeah, very slow match at the moment on both sides. Got the pack joining in now for Isildur. Airdropping in the 50 cal now. Oof, getting just past that mine. Connecting with that one though. Anti-half track coming in. Not going to be able to get in there to do any damage, however. Big push now coming in for borobadger. Anti-tank gun a little bit out of position. Pathfinder's in some big trouble. One Pathfinder down. Looks like the anti-tank gun's going to get away. Here comes some bazookas, in fact. 222 has to get out of there. He's coming back in with the AT gun, decides better of it, which is the right choice. And 222 coming up to assist. But does end up losing the anti-tank gun nonetheless, and doesn't crew it with the rear echelon that were over there as well. Anti-air half-track comes around the corner though, does big damage, and interesting, mortar half-track coming in for Isildur. Looking to try break the camp. With a 50 cal like that. A very passive play so far. Maybe the mortar can help Isildur out. Will lead to a slower medium tank, of course. Yeah, drop 50 cal now for dirty finisher as well. Allies are down on the VPs, over 100 points behind. Isildur going for another grenadier. This is good, you know, good awareness from Isildur. He knows, okay, I've gone for the more half track. It's going to delay my fuel a bit, make my medium tank later, such that I can afford another grenadier here to replace my losses. Double 222 action maybe in the north. I've been playing a lot of double 222s myself lately. I think, you know, they're underestimated. I think it deserves more attention. The use of the infantry awareness, helping him spot those camouflaged pathfinders on the tactical map. Switching from side to side here. Here comes the anti-tank gun, though, of Reaper. Getting close here. Does have a nice escape route down the bottom. Rough made out, but easy dodge. Pack coming in, but just strong control all round at the moment. Some bars coming through onto these pathfinders now. Recon plane up for borobadger, but that doesn't last long with double anti-air half tracks on the field. Maybe he forgot they could shoot down planes as well. Good push onto the cutoff here though. Getting both of them. Oh. Pops the smoke. Gets out of there. Close call though. Isildur. Pairing up. Second anti-tank gun coming for Dirty Finisher. So must be expecting some medium tanks shortly. See borobadger now going for a machine gun. He does have his tick up out the back. So very close to his medium tank. And look at the KD. You can see the US players are behind, especially Dirty Finisher. He has been struggling up here in the north. But overall, it has been quite a low casualty game on both sides. So both teams kind of playing with extra manpower. Squeezing out an extra unit or two. Spawning scopes now on the 222 as well. Gonna clear off the heavy cover here with the anti-tank gun. Could do the same for this tank trap, but maybe he wants to use it later on. But yeah, real passive game so far. Double bars on that Pathfinder, by the way. Stacking it up. Gotta be careful, he'll drop very fast from here. Ooh, might have been worth charging in there. Trying to go for a bit of run and gun, closing the distance. Oh yeah, give himself more time to do damage. In some trouble, getting beamed by all of these LG greens, but late retreat, and the Pathfinders pick him off. borobadger, I think, microing in the north, and yeah, losing. Ooh, bar on the ground though, doesn't pick it up, and gets it on the Pioneers. As before, rolling on through though, it finds the anti-air half track up here. Got the double AT guns connecting once. Second shot connecting with the vehicle wreck instead. Gotta be very careful with your AA half-track positioning. Once medium tanks are around the field, which you would probably expect given the Axis territory control to be at around this timing, maybe even a minute earlier. So, because the anti-air half-track, as I mentioned, is so slow, I think the Panzer IV is actually slightly faster than it. You can't drive away, you don't have smoke, you don't have a speed boost to activate, so you can't get away, so you have to be razor sharp with your positioning on it and of your support for it. Otherwise, you can go down very easily like we just saw. think a half-track doesn't... I think it gets like an acceleration boost of Vet 1, but like a actual speed boost I think is a Vet 2. I think Dirty Finishes was still a Vet 1 when it died there. Full flank with this Pathfinder here. Double anti-tank guns coming to the north. Panzer IV back here, a little bit inactive. So I'm sure with the 222 kind of needs to hit that Vet 2 to boost up its sight. He's playing conservatively with it. Knows that, you know, one volley from the double anti-tank gun and that's that. It's like only one bazooka on this rear echelon, so it's not that threatening, but the double anti-tank guns are quite threatening. P4 taking some big damage there, and recon plane this time from Isildur getting shot down immediately as well. And that gave Vet 2 now to this. Looks like maybe Reaper's just going to leave that a little bit inactive out the back now, so he can have it as an anti-air option. It does have anti-air mode, but he's only got the handbrake mode activated at the moment.
Light gun carrier tank ready.
AT gun here. Okay, fire away. Enemy is flanking. We're under attack. Ready. Stand by.
Okay, LMG's coming in now. Reaper under quite a lot of pressure. Gets away with that machine gun. Anti-tank gun extremely low. Oh boy, and takes a mortar shell. Down it goes. It was so risky operating it at like maybe slightly under a third health. Ooh, but there we go. Close range barrage. Grenadiers go down fast. He's coming up with his pack. Going to look for the kill on this perhaps. Needs to smoke this off with the Scott here. Pack missing its shots though. Going to give time for Reaper to get on top of this. More than enough time. Panzer IV coming in now. Oh boy, second anti-tank guns there now. This could be curtains. Oh, the mine! The mine! And borobadger loses his tank. That was his tank, not Isildur's. Otherwise maybe he could have smoked out of there, but... Huge! That rear echelon light anti-vehicle mines getting the job done there. Meanwhile, we've had a wipe on the 50 cal in the north, but tries to steal it unsuccessfully. Now going to go for the kill on it with the pack, but the pack's under pressure from the Pathfinders itself. Here comes a Werfer strike though. Early retreat. Doesn't take any damage, but looks like the 50 cal is going to go to borobadger. Good pickup for him. I think maybe Dirty Finisher could have hung about there and defended that, stopped the steal, but played it safe against that Werfer.
Back to full strength. Rear echelon troops on the front line. Hit the dirt! Half track ready. Scout car awaiting orders. Prepare for orders!
Dirty Finisher has been banking out quite a lot of resources. He did have weapon racks as well, right? I believe. Well, yeah, of course, he's got the rear echelon bazookas, but not going for his upgrades. Instead, maybe banking for the P-47s. You know, Ostheer doesn't have easy access to anti-air as OKW does at least, so yeah, they do have the 222s, but they're not as strong as the flak half track that's shooting down planes. Might be able to exploit that. But yeah, just leaving this A half track back here for the anti-air. Maybe has the read that they're up against double recon planes, so doesn't want to take any risks. Got the Brumbier in the south, meanwhile for Isildur. That thing, you know, can shrug off double anti-tank gun shots a lot more easily than the Panzer IV. So, good option against the double anti-tank guns.
of our capture points.
Under attack!
Did he shoot finisher? Meanwhile, he's gone for double Scots. Takes a Werfer barrage, but surviving. Getting quite close with that. See the Pathfinders without the bars. They're decent, but they're not incredible. Really relying on the Scots for the extra damage. Here comes the Brumbeer again. Double A tank guns lining up. A secondary echelon with the Zookas for Reaper. Reaver does block shots. I did have maybe a window to attack ground around here. Hope for those long range shots to connect.
Taking our territory.
Oh, look at that guy going bouncing along, eh?
Fragmentation bombing can begin at any time.
Okay, he's getting a decent barrage going with that Scot, and he's going for a second Scot as well. Certainly since he's gone for double re-echelon bazookas, he's pretty well handled in anti-tank. But donating one of his bars there, that is one of the issues with these Pathfinders. Especially if you double equip them with bars, they are very prone to dropping them. Good use of the captains on me there to break free of the suppression from that machine gun. Helping to fight back against these Grenadiers. The Scot coming in now to try swing things in his favour. Backed all the way to base for that Brumbeer. Strike in the north.
75mm gun carrier ready.
Not hitting too much though. 3 kills so far and 3 barrages, maybe 4. Not spectacular. Still the allies are, you know, still over 100 VPs behind, so Axis maintaining their lead in that department, even though maybe they're starting to concede a bit more territory, and we've got a munitions cache coming in now. Allies really looking to stack into those munis. Okay, Werfer coming in for Isildur. He's not going to try and go for the Tiger or anything like that. Looking to Werfer snipe these double AT guns, and they are being used in tandem, so very good barrage target. You can see Dirty Finisher has a bit more of a split on his units. He's susceptible to his Werfer hits. Making good use of the infantry awareness though. I think it's giving quite a lot of intel to Isildur. He comes in with the Brumbeer. Double anti-tank guns were a little bit towards the south. And bazookas struggling to penetrate their Brumbeer on the front. With now. Oh, not the best scatter. Didn't have sight. So that is hurting him a little bit. It's a Werfer now of Isildur. Double anti-tank guns just rotated. Oh, but it's going after the machine gun. That does get annihilated. Steel perhaps? He could do with the second machine gun. Doesn't really have anything to crew it with though at the moment. Pretty deep push in by Dirty Finisher. Decapped a lot of territory there. And now both of the allies have their airstrikes ready to rumble. Their Lois is ready to rumble. We're out now for Borobadger as well. So it looks like this is going to be a path for both of them. It's got Taking a hit, double packs there. Ooh, misses the kill shot. Dirty Finisher playing a dangerous game. Might have only just hit that one. Maybe he just got the smoke actually. I was going to say he's playing a dangerous game, not popping smoke there, but he might have only just got it. Whiff striker, big whiff out the back here, borobadger, nowhere near. Really needs Vet 2 on that 222. Giving some extra vision for that whiffer. 4 kills now, that is underperforming. Bunker buster now for Isildur. 3 big hits as well. Whiffer strikes. Oh, he's bringing the flame as well. One AT gun down, the other one hanging on by a thread. Won't be a little bit too low to really go for a push here, but the infantry making the best of it.
Capture point is being overrun.
Coming in with the anti-air half-track, trying to get some suppression going. Double Scots firing as they fade away there. AT gun outright destroyed now. See, Reaper does have enough to go for a Jackson now if he so chooses. Frag bombs! Ooh, takes down another anti-tank gun, and the Pathfinders die as well. Jumps back on that. Gonna get away with the AT gun, but either way, Isildur is striking hard, man. He is starting to tear up Reaper. Once this Brumbear arrived, he really started swinging it in his favour. Such good, like, back and forth, you know, he kind of baits the anti-tank guns into position, then hits them. You can see it's world-class play, applying to 2v2 very effectively as well. Oh boy, this could be trouble. How does he must have just about had sight on that Werfer there. I feel like he would have had it. Would have been a real nice snipe. Getting another recon plane borobadger. Let's see how long this one lasts. Okay, Jackson making a bit of a move here. Where's he going? He's dropped the planes. He's coming in. There's some smoke out. He takes out the Werfer. Now he's trying to back away. Borobadger doesn't have enough munis for a Faust here. Can his attack rounds finish the job? No. Misses the Jackson and it gets away, and he's sniped the Werfer quite nicely. Did quite heavy damage to the Brumbear as well with the loiter. Just about in the zone of it as well. He's right on the edge. Will they come in for another pass? I wouldn't be risking that myself, man. They could do some nasty collateral damage to the Brumbear as well. I mean, to the repair crews. So now we've got the Jacksons out for the allies. They're trying to strike back against these Brumbears. Still kind of need to get them to Vet 2 before they become like a massively lethal threat, but definitely needed now that they're starting to lose their anti-tank guns to these Werfer strikes. Oh boy!
We're losing a capture point.
Oof. Came back in with the Jackson there, nearly went down. Dangerous stuff. And the Scots doing 4 kills, 10 kills. The drive-by here. But, you know, the infantry a little bit weaker now for Reaper. Having trouble dealing with these grenadier assaults. Doesn't have any suppression, he has 50 cows dead. So he's having to concede a lot of ground right now. Doesn't have a stable enough front line. Brumbear going hunting for those Pathfinders, no escape for them. Strike up here, doing some pretty big damage. Got the bunker buster there as well. The Scots do have a bit easier time around here, you know, with those shot blockers. kind of hide away from the packs and do quite a lot of damage. Did he finish it though? Floating a huge amount of resources. Losing his 50 cal now does open up enough room for another Jackson if that's what he wants to go for. Oh boy, wow. Brumbeer nearly dead. With no planes? He's got enough for 2 sets of planes and he decided not to drop any? Oh, he still gets the Brumbeer nonetheless. Wow, reckless stuff though. If you've got munis to burn like this, just drop the planes. Guarantee the kill. But yeah, good pickup there. Definitely needed. Panther now for Isildur. Coming to the north, maybe looking at 2-on-1 dirty finisher. Anti-tank guns are quite far back. Borobadger doesn't have his own anti-tank. Just the anti-tank gun, nothing really to push in here. No snares, makes it a bit safer. They're dropping both the planes and the Panther getting stuck. Oh boy, that is some horrible pathing. Panther taking massive damage. The Jackson's coming down now as well, but look at the damage on that Panther. I think the attack round's working really well for dirty finisher. And that pathing, just horrendous for Isildur. I don't know how he got caught there, but Panther goes down. It was quite reckless just pushing in like that. But I think in ordinary circumstances, he would have been able to get away. Jackson getting in quite deep, and he catches a Werfer all the way back there. Ambitious stuff, and he just detects that with the sweepers so he doesn't run over it. Good backing away as well. The anti-tank gun coming in from this angle. We've got some frag bombs coming in for Isildur, but these ones I think are going to largely miss. Wow. Couple great hits there for the Allies. Oh, but there goes the Scott. The double AT guns ramping in. Ooh, and a nasty Werfer strike. Finally. Oh, I think those Borobadger's rebuilt one. AT guns pushing in again. The Scott not full health. Down it goes. That's the dangerous situation. If you don't repair up to full health, Gold Packs can just snipe it off. This one just suiciding itself. Double anti-tank guns though under a lot of pressure from this captain. The Jackson charging ahead, looking for the Brumbeer kill. Maybe gonna try bait him over that telemine. Jackson has the armor-piercing rounds equipped. Needs one more shot, but he's backing away. Oh, but he gets it. AT gun coming in from the side as well for the assist. If he could kill these double anti-tank guns, that would be great for dirty finisher, but doesn't have the support to finish the job there. Either way, another couple good hits there for the Allies. You can see they do have the larger army sizes now. Especially when you consider, you know, there's a decrewed vehicle over here hiding a lot of popcat for Reaper. So they're in a really good position. Just need to convert that to some territory. Jaeger and Isildur though could both rebuild their Brumbeers if that's what they choose to go for next. Fuel cache down here as well, by the way. Close call. 50 cal surviving though. Dirty finisher really needs those Scots at the moment. He's invested a lot into these paratroopers, but they one of them upgrade with weapons and they're not vetted up yet, so they're going to struggle against these vetted up LMG Grenadiers. Good flank here on the machine gun though. If you cut in a tiny bit earlier, probably could have got the decrew. That was a close call. Pathfinder's dead in the middle. Was that to a Werfer? No. Maybe just the LMG Grenadiers. Major bringing in a recon pass here, seeing what's going down. Lots of 222 back here. Connects. Could even get the kill on this. Oh, and he does. Good play there from Dirty Finisher. Maybe if borobadger was a bit more aware, he could have come in from the side and got a snare on this as it was backing out, but well, do remember that the 2-2 does get a health boost, so did need the extra damage from those paratroopers to actually get the kill on it there. Paratroopers made the difference. It's a health boost from Vet. And there's a rebuild on Brumbeer from borobadger. Rebuild on the Panther though from Isildur. Interesting. LMG Green Blob approaching. Jackson coming in from the other side. 50 cal doing its best, but it has to suppress so much at the moment. It's getting overwhelmed. A lot of troops back at base currently. Just got barrages though coming in. Ooh, and gets a decro on one of the packs. And the kill on it now with the bazookas. Bazookas coming in from the side. Good bit of teamwork here by the allies. Oh boy, but he's got some paratroopers down here and he's not paying attention. They just die for no real reason. Hopefully he goes and picks this up. He's not paying attention at all, diving in with his tanks. Missing some crucial shots. Here comes the Panther now. 3 echelons on the run. Panther on the move. Coming in for the Scots. Got 2 Jacksons nearby though. Can't safely chase in. Oh, look at all the losses Reaper took while he was microing his Jackson. Tank gun down. He really dropped the ball on the other portion of the map. Getting 1919s on these. Neither of the allied players has enough for the planes at the moment. Both of them investing quite heavily into their paratroopers. Is he going to recruit that anti-tank gun? He's left it there for a long time. The echelon doing some cheeky stuff there, but I think maybe borobadger spotted it. I think he's trying to sneak in and find a Werfer out the back with those bazookas. It's a decent idea. Stroop, by the way, for borobadger. Oh, and the double Scots from long range. Knocking out that machine gun real fast. A little bit slow backing away. The frag bomb's coming in. Uh-oh. Machine gun down. Stunning this one. Strug misses the attack round through the smoke. Here come the double anti-tank guns of Dirty Finisher. Strug misses again, but everything else is missing on the Strug, so Major goes down for Dirty Finisher. The echelon die in the north there as well. Dirty Finisher really falling apart all of a sudden. He just lost 3 units back to back. Just making a bit of a play. Oh, Jackson is nearly knocking out that Panther. One more shot and they'll be dead, but the anti-tank gun's in some trouble. So is the Strug. Strug on max range, but I think he lost sight of it. He need to pop the take aim there and could have finished it off. And now borobadger going to return the favour, destroy the decrewed allied anti-tank guns. And the Werfer strike behind this. Does have the opportunity for the recruit. Doesn't go for it though. He's got a Sherman out now. Dirty Finisher. Giving up on the Scots. And for a more direct option. It's a little strange not to crew this anti-tank gun though, I think. Yeah, you can see Dirty Finisher really down the dumps. Not that he's got his Jackson decrewed at the moment, but not that long ago the Allies were up by about 30 pop cap. Now it's pretty much been completely reversed. And it's largely due to like just losses on the other side of the map. While the Allies were kind of supporting each other on their teammates' side. Avoidable losses, you know, it's not like, oh, just died to wouldn't be a bunker buster where you couldn't dodge it, or a Werfer strike, just a lot of just no retreats. A half-track though, still proving its worth, shooting down yet another recon plane. So 10 of those now? I imagine it's probably shot down a frag bomb plane as well, but either way, definitely showing its value. Keep it out the back and just use it for the anti-air. Very, very helpful. There's Panther coming through again. This is the one Jackson down here, no bazookas, no anti-tank gun. Tank gun facing the wrong direction, spinning around now. Panther backing out. We can't hold on to the ground. Sherman backing away, stood in hot pursuit. Anti-tank gun though getting blasted. Brumbeer, what's that doing? Bounces the kill shot. Where's the Jackson? Here it comes around now, but I think the Brumbeer's got away just in the nick of time. Double Stugs though could be next. Whoa, the Jackson, what's it doing? He's going for the kill on the pack instead of killing off the Stug. One more shot and that's dead now, borobadger. Oh, the attack misses, but the Jackson does not. Okay, Dirty Finisher could have handled that better, but still got a Stug. Oh, where's he going with this? This is the ambitious stuff here. Jackson round in the corner, Stug backing away. He needs support of the Panther, but that's heading to the south. He's trying to get around the side. The Stug just needs to sit down and fire. He's going to lose it. Oh, the packs are coming in. And the Jackson gets distracted, goes for the Brumbeer. The Stug survived. I can't believe it. I thought he's lost it for sure. Well, Isildur didn't send his Panther, but he sent his anti-tank guns, and they made a big difference there, taking down that Sherman fast. Dirty Finisher didn't end up killing off this decrew pack either. He was trying to shoot at earlier. So he left the door open for recovery on that. And the Axis have pulled out a larger lead now to about 150 VPs.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Dodge from that Werfer strike. Jackson though very low, needs some repairs. What a half-track, quiet performer. We had 3-9 kills. G2 providing the vision there. This will maybe going to make a bit of a move. Jackson on 2 shots. He's popping the blitz. And he gets them. Wow. Jackson going down. He drops the planes trying to salvage this, but it's not going to be enough damage to kill, not by a long margin. Oof, could have maybe got some collateral damage on some of the other units, but no. Yeah, that's why you can't afford to be driving around on 2 shots like that unless you know you've got support for days. And you can definitely deny the Panther a second follow-up shot. Oh, but borobadger didn't dodge away from these planes, take some pretty big damage. Should allow some good territory capture for the Allies. A lot of repairs required. Big time repairs. Sherman, there's not much defense down here, coming in from the side. Oh, misses his first shot though. And decides to back away after that. Now the Stug's the one on the attack. He's popped his heat shell. Doesn't get in range for it though. Is that called heat shell? Yeah, it is. A few of those abilities change their names. Last. He's the support of his Pathfinders here, I think. No, hold fire though.
We're losing a capture point.
No troopers retreating. I think he had enough there to hold his line. Maybe didn't feel confident without the Jackson supporting, worried about the Panther coming through and steamrolling those Scots. Oh boy, frag bombs out the back, the recon plane spotting. Knocks out the AT gun, did manage to recrew the Sherman at least, doesn't lose that. Big Werfer strike.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
As soon as the anti-tank gun doesn't shoot down that recon plane, the Axis getting some good value out of it. Big damage after that. A lot of bazookas here. Panther doesn't fancy its chances. Still pretty safe though, without snares, no mines. Still pretty safe just driving around like that. Stug does get outranged by the Jackson, so Duty Finisher can work that range advantage. Forcing off the beacon himself. Just overwhelming with numbers thanks to that. Beacon in the middle. Allies did manage to get this, a little bit closer, down to just a 90 VP lead, but most of the repairs done now for the Axis. So they're starting to fight back again. Ooh, nasty double Scots, and that was both on auto fire as well. I think auto fire attack ground even. Okay. Some good bazooka damage. Oh, bazooka's connecting. 222 very low. Big damage. Here comes the Werfer. Or he's on the run slightly into the retreat path and he catches them. One gets wiped. Took a bit of a chance catching their retreat like that, and it works out. Borobadger's not as successful. He's gone for a Panther now though as well. The Duty Finisher does have double Jackson, so he is well equipped to handle this armor. Not if he keeps shooting at the Brumbeer though instead of the Panther. And Captain out the back in a bit of trouble. Jackson's swinging hard. Oh, but the Panther catches him from long range. Panther now one shot. Duty Finisher maybe going to lose vision. He's coming around the side with the Sherman. Stug coming in. Stug going to get blocked. Sherman strikes, but Sherman could go down now. Oh, miss. And gets around the side, but no. The Panther, was it? What was that? How come it's got 0 kills on both the Panther and the pack? One of them had to kill it. Maybe the last damage. Maybe it went to the Grenadiers. I don't think a Faust killed it, though. It's a weird kill attribution. Overall, not a good trade for Duty Finisher. He should have fired some smoke off there. Would have had a much better chance of escaping. Duty Finisher really lost most of his infantry now as well. Isildur losing the machine gun out the back. This time the Werfer strike not nearly as successful. Jackson coming in from the side, misses its first shot. Panther does not. Fighting a little bit too close here with the Panther, allowing the Panther to return fire. Jackson coming back in though. Snipes from long range. This could be a time to drop the planes. Drop the planes back here. Oh, Jackson misses. And he backs out. He's dropping the planes now though. Dirty Finisher's the one dropping the planes.
Under fire.
Here we go. Oh, a couple of them catching the cash there. Ooh, very close call. And you have to wonder if those planes didn't hit the cache, would they have hit the Panther? Ooh, big Brumbier hit, but Double Jacksons turning fire. Allies very low on the victory points now though, they're really up against it. Haven't really knocked out like an Axis tank for quite some time now. It's starting to show in terms of territory control. Just had a couple close calls, but haven't knocked out, you know, one of those big tanks like the Brumbier or Panther. Quite some time. Have been knocking out a few squads though. Close on the victory. Oh boy. Bad angle. Yeah, can't drive away from that one. Good work from borobadger. And recruited some time ago, now getting killed. Comes the Werfer strike from Isildur. Ooh, and ends up getting the wipe as well with the last two rockets. Rifle made out, but not enough to win. Long range Scott barrages here, piling on. Anti-tank gun on the move for Isildur. Making some plays in the north here. Ooh, that's a big Werfer strike. A lot of health damage. Looks like he's going to try stick around and maybe reinforce off a beacon. Those are the VPs in a dangerous position. Panther coming around the corner. Double Jackson's there. The Sherman in some trouble from the double packs. Double Jackson sitting down. Panther bouncing a few shots though. The paratroopers dying fast here. Late retreat. Oh, and they go down. The Brumbier coming in. Another paratrooper in some big trouble. They're dropping all the M1919s. The Jackson's coming in. Getting around the corner. There goes the Panther. Double packs behind the shot blocker here. Sitting down. Maybe he lost sight. No, he picks off one of them. Kind of looked like he was shooting at the other Jackson and he ended up hitting this one. Oh, dirty finisher. He knocked out that at least, but now he's going in for a reckless Sherman dive. We're going to make some magic happen. Jackson coming in from the other angle. Sherman getting onto the rear armor, and he gives a main gun crit now. They're all in the Jackson from downtown. Gets the job done. Drops in some paratroopers. Now switching over to high explosive. Here we go. Dirty finisher making it happen here. No snaring squads anywhere near. Dodging away with these paratroopers, but he gets caught in like the worst position. Dodging backwards actually backfires on him. Sherman coming out to the side. borobadger trying to get an angle with these packs, but dirty finisher not falling for it. But here come the Grenadiers to finish the job. And the packs end up surviving.
Panther ready.
And rebuild on the Panther for borobadger. Isildur with a lot of resources. You could call him a Tiger here, if that's what he wants. He's lost his machine gun again. So many casualties for dirty finisher amongst all of that though. You know, he lost so much of his infantry. Very hard to rebuild. Made out. Decent connection. Wolf strike in the north, forcing them away. 1919 there for one of these Grenadiers as well. And it is indeed the Tiger. He's coming around the far side with it as well. Only the one Jackson down the south, but he does have the planes. He's got enough munis for 2 sets of planes. Shouldn't be cautious with them. Here we go. Panther's coming down. 2-on-1. He's dropping the planes down now. Jackson perhaps in a bit of trouble, but is a little bit faster than the Tiger. And here comes the Jackson of Dirty Finisher. Packs are here as well, though. Got a lot of damage onto that Panther. One going for the 2-2-2, and that dies for Isildur finally. 55 minutes in. Scott takes some pack fire. Can't get away in time. Really needs that Vet 1 smoke. The double pack strike again for borobadger. 12 VPs left for the Allies. And they don't have anything left on the VPs. Bunker coming up for borobadger. And the Allies are going to throw in the towel. Whew, close game there, close game. It looked like the Allies were going to take it there when they had that pretty big army size lead, but some strong play from the Axis. Able to make a good comeback, build their way back into this one. Still very close right to the finish, but there was that moment where, you know, the Allies started to just lose a few too many units. And then they ended up falling a little bit too far behind in terms of overall army size. They did a very good job almost fighting their way back into it right at the end here, but wasn't quite enough. GG, well played, and yeah, nice high level 2v2 there. Hopefully there's more to come of that from the tournament, wherever that's happening. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.